Hello homeschool mamas, welcome back to this space. Really hope some of these videos can be encouraging you. I'm going to go today off last time's video about time and talk about the 7 subjects we would teach our kids and how we possibly, as a mum, could teach our kids 7 subjects. I want to break it down for you, take away some confusion and release some of the pressure off your shoulders if you're feeling really overwhelmed by even that concept alone. So let me start breaking it down and help you guys. First of all, when our kids leave school, what we want them to obtain is a love for learning and for them to learn how to learn. Now, some subjects are really broad and vast and we can learn so much through life, through intentional parenting, through learning spaces, through awesome experiences, and some things they really just need to practice over and over again and gain skill. Now, English and maths are 2 things that really take intentionality and actual specific skills to be learnt and practiced. So something that I do in my homeschool, and I know a lot of other homeschool mamas do, is that they focus their primary role as the teacher towards English and maths. Now, the way I do that and know that I've achieved the optimal learning for them that matches the curriculum, that is honestly above what I know in those subjects, is I make sure I use a curriculum for just those 2 subjects. So I outsource English and maths because I don't have enough knowledge in those subjects to be able to fully take care of my kids and give them the best experience in that. So I feel confident that if I buy a curriculum that's for English and maths, so right now we're using The Good and the Beautiful. I used Master Books last year, which was really good. There's so many different curriculums out there you can use. If you make sure it matches your certain state and country's syllabus requirements, you can know that if you're working your child through that book at the correct level that they're at, or the year you want to be teaching them, you can know by the end of the year that they've gained the correct insight, knowledge and skills of that specific subject. Now, in my homeschool, I focus on making sure that English and maths are done every single day. Sometimes most of the time it's in the book. Sometimes it will be through life and organic learning, but I want to make sure they're practicing those skills every day, because those are skills that can be lost if they're not worked on and really churned and built up on. Now, looking at all the other subjects, so we've got 5 other subjects. We've got science, geography, PHP, creative arts, and history. Those other subjects, when you look at, let's say, the New South Wales syllabus, you can actually break them down in these early years to a few main concepts or ideas, and then a few main learning experiences that you could initiate and show to your kids, and then do further exploration in what they really enjoy in that. And the beauty of that is that, yes, you can buy science curriculum, and you can buy history curriculum, and you could even do an online learning for your kids so that they can go really hard in all these subjects. But you also can lay off the pressure off you and your child, make sure they're doing the fundamentals of reading, writing and arithmetics, and letting those other subjects be broken up into just a few basic dot points, a few basic concepts, ideas, lesson ideas that you create at the start of the year. And then every so often, when there's a space that allows for a unit project or a dive deep into a concept, you can pull one of those cards out of your program and go, hey, how about we learn about family and history today? And that might mean getting some library books, doing a family tree, doing a painting of your family while we sit and chat about the importance of family. You could go, hey, let's do a little bit of geography and learn about where we sit in the bigger picture of our world. What is our house like, our street, our suburb, our country? You could choose to do science one day and go, oh, I know that you learn about living things in year 1. So what's a way that you could really connect with living things? Oh, my kid loves dolphins. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch a documentary about dolphins, and then I'm going to do some verbal questions and record their answers. And then you can see, oh, she really liked that. I'm going to talk about living things also with the kangaroos in our backyard, and also with her dog and what her dog needs to be alive. And you as a parent can organically expand. But what you've done is you've grabbed the syllabus and you've, in a few dot points or a few basic concepts, you've broken down that subject for you so that you as a mum know what you're doing. You've got a few dot points written down, and then when the time allows, when the interests pop up, or you create the space because you know over that year it needs to be taught at some point, you then get to more organically and more intimately with your child dive into those things through your backyard, your neighborhood, community groups, in social settings, whatever may suit you in that area. You can do them more organically. Now, if you do this approach where you do English and maths every day, but all your other subjects can be when they rise up or when they work, or you could assign 1 class a week of science for the first 3 months, and then the next 3 months of history. I know something we're doing is a group of us are coming together 1 day a week to do those extra subjects, where one mum takes each subject, and then for the rest of the time, us as mums at home just focus on English and maths. So you can do what suits you. You might have a personal excitement in science and make sure science is something that's done every single week. It's so cool. Homeschool can be really catered around you and what you love and what your child loves. But I want to encourage you that if you are doing English and maths every day and rising them up in all the different levels and in all the different learnings, and you're teaching them all the extra rich subjects like geography and history and science through understanding the main concepts of the syllabus, but bringing it in through their everyday life, and they're asking questions whenever anything's brought up. You go, do you know that country? Let's get our globe out and talk about it, because that group of people is from that country. Your child will have a greater depth of knowledge in these things than I truly believe I had growing up in school, because we're growing this culture in our family of a love to learn, a love to dive deep, a curiosity to understand what's going on in our world and how does it exist. And you'll find that when you introduce a topic to your children, like let's use materials for science, that's something they're learning in year 1, they will naturally dive into it. My son the other day for group time said, I want to learn how metal is created, because we've done lessons about how houses are created and where our paper comes from, and understanding different types of materials used for different types of things in life, like our clothes are a different material to maybe our phones or our houses. It's really fun when you start at the start of the year, you find some curriculum for English and maths, and then you just create a few basic concepts around the other subjects. You'll then be amazed at how much organic learning and how much depth of learning happens in those subjects without you having to put too much effort in. Keep tuned in this space. I'm going to be putting out a video on how to create a program, how to create a really simple but super professional, efficient program that will set you up for the whole year. You do a program and then you'll be confident and have guidance and insight to all the subjects for the whole rest of the year by just following a simple program, which I'm going to be giving you guys a template for also. I hope that some of this could help. Please ask questions in the comments, because I want to get to know you guys, and I really just want to help you Aussie mums in this homeschool journey.